No comment.
I knew it.
My limit is still on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then she just ignores
do
it.
I extend it a few times?
Hi, and welcome to the SaVeg Podcast.
I'm Rose, also known as Cheap Lazy Vegan on YouTube.
And I'm Daniel, one of your favorite guest stars on Cheap Lazy Vegan's YouTube channel.
We're two friends who love to talk about the latest trending topics.
So get comfortable and join us while we give our savage take on just about everything.
You are currently listening to the previous episode of this podcast, but if you would like to listen to this week's episode and get some exclusive content, go over to patreon.com/thesavagepodcast.
Hello, everyone.
And welcome back to another episode of the SaVeg Podcast.
Woo woo! Guys, we're pre-recording once again.
Yep.
Because I'm gone.
Rose is leaving once again, and by the time this episode goes out, Rose will be in Morocco somewhere.
Yes.
So, and I will still be in Calgary.
There you go.
Hating my life.
I was gonna say, enjoy and laugh.
Enjoy. Well, I mean, I will enjoy a break from you.
Oh, god damn, Daniel.
So guys, we're doing your favorite type of content.
The lazy content, aka Am I the Asshole?
Yes.
Guys, just a recap, if you don't know, Am I the Asshole is a series on this channel where we basically react to the subreddit, which is basically a forum called Am I the Asshole, where people submit certain questions about certain situations in their lives.
Have you submitted on there, Rose?
I have never, because I'm never the asshole, Daniel.
I think you'd be surprised, Rose. I bet you if you submitted some stories on there asking if you're the asshole.
I would like to think that I am never the asshole. Thank you very much.
Well,
or if I am the asshole, I for sure know that I'm an asshole.
Yeah, true. Usually I'm like, oh, that's actually, I feel like I was a little bit of a dick there. I might have.
Oh Lord.
There has been instances I've forced myself to apologize.
Did you?
Yeah.
I've never heard you apologize, Daniel.
Well, that's because I'm never an asshole to you. So.
Oh, guys, how many clippings should we find of Daniel being an asshole?
Like, and then it's like we should do a little splice, and then have like every time I'm like, "You're crazy, Rose. What are you doing, Rose?"
It's all in love, Daniel.
Oh god damn! It's all it's all. You know what? As a good friend of mine says, it's all banter. So
your favorite British saying?
It's just banter.
That's one thing, honestly, guys. Like from living in the UK, it's so funny because like. British people, and if there's British people listening, I'm sure you can agree with us. But a lot of people from the UK, they're always like, they're like, oh, I'm very non-confrontational. I hate confrontation. Meanwhile, they'll be like, oh, what are you wearing today? Or like, they'll do something really weird.
It's called British humor.
Where they'll be like, oh, but it's just, it was just in jest. It was just banter. And I'm like, no, can you just admit that you do like confrontation?
That you're an asshole?
And that you're like, what do they call it? You're like passive aggressive?
Yes. It's not that they like confrontation, but they're a little bit passive aggressive.
Yes.
Anyway.
Oh.
Hello, British people. We still love you.
We do still love you. We had a great time there. Rose is going to be there soon.
I will. I'll be going there in like 2 days.
Having tea. Hot tea,
God
maybe.
damn, Daniel. I can't wait to eat in London again.
What are you going to eat?
I'm going to go back to tofu vegan.
Okay.
I'm going to eat. Have you eaten there?
Yes.
Oh, goddamn.
It was
it's so good.
It was really good.
I'm going to eat at Mali Thai again. The Thai food.
That was so good
and
too.
And then, I don't know. Let's see what happens.
God damn, you're not going to hit up the Temple of Satan for some
yes. I think I will
mac
go.
and cheese?
Yes. Specifically for the mac and cheese.
Yeah.
And maybe a burger.
Yeah. Oh. I used to like, honestly, so one thing I'm really sad that they kind of got rid of, but like they did it for a while I was there. They did like Burger of the Month.
Okay, so Temple of Satan, explain what that is.
Oh yeah, so Temple of Satan, guys, it's this like vegan fast food place that opened up in London, and it was like at first it was like mostly fried chicken, so they did like KFC almost style
vegan fried chicken,
yeah, and they had this like amazing, and they still have it on the menu, this amazing mac and cheese. Like,
that one's my favorite.
Oh, it is like literally like the creamiest.
It's so good. I don't know what they put in that shit, but it's so good.
Damn, it'd be some kind of
I don't know. Anyway, so Burger of the Month.
Yeah, so for a while there, they have like their typical burgers and stuff, and then they used to do like a burger of the month, and it was like so good though, because they would get like super creative with these burgers. Like during Halloween, they did this special like chicken one that was like super spicy. Like you could pick like a certain scolio rating or something. So that was really good. They did like a crazy like breakfast burger. Like every month was kind of cool. Like,
and they don't do that anymore?
No, they like stopped doing it. Maybe they do again. I don't know. I haven't been back for a while, but I just used to love it. They used to just like try out different like
used to go there a lot. Every time you were going through something emotional, you'd go there and get a burger.
And how often did I go through something emotional, Rose?
Once a week.
Yeah. I'll be like, I'd always try to at least get that burger of the month.
Yeah. You know what's crazy though? Because I remember when Temple of Satan first opened, it was like revolutionary. It was like, oh my God, it's vegan fried chicken.
Yeah.
Now think about how that's like nothing.
I know, it's not a big thing
We get
anymore.
vegan fried chicken everywhere.
Yeah.
And that was in what, 2016, I think?
I think so.
I think it was. So like
Yeah.
just a few years. And it's like now it's just kind of, it's just another vegan fast food place.
There's a few things that I'm really sad. Like, I don't know, maybe they have a pop-up or something, but there's a few things where I was like really sad that I couldn't find them again when I went back.
Oh, like places that closed?
Yeah, like Jake's Vegan Steaks. Do you
I
remember
know.
that?
That was so good.
Oh,
I wonder what happened.
Good. Like, and they were like popular.
They were. I don't understand.
Like, they used to have we used to actually in Brick Lane, they used to have like a vegan pop-up market there.
They had like a booth.
Yeah. And they had a booth where they made like these like smothered fries with like pieces of like vegan like steak basically like sliced up on it, and it was so effing delicious. That's one. And I don't know what happened to Eat Chai as well. I don't know if they still have a spot in
I think they also may have closed.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I think a lot of places like, and not just vegan either. It's like a lot of places that like open and then they close and then like,
I know, but that's the restaurant industry, so it's
true.
tough. And I think like also when it comes to the food stalls, well, when it comes to any sort of restaurant industry, like it's not easy, right? It's not like, and I feel like it's also very hard to like. For the amount that you put in, you're probably not getting that much. You know what I'm saying?
You probably realize you're like, is this worth it?
Exactly. Like food stalls, I can imagine it's probably so much work.
Yeah.
Like, so I can kind of understand why someone would just close down, but like, it's still kind of sad.
You know where I really want to go? I don't know if it's closed too. Do you remember Vegan Veggie 222?
Yeah, I think they're still open.
Okay, good.
I know.
Okay, good.
I know. There's some classic places, but yeah, a lot of different places closed down. There was another. Remember that like. There was like a school was it a school bus?
Oh,
what was it called? Just Fab. Yeah, and it was like this Italian.
Oh my God, it was so
place.
good.
And it was like in a bus.
Yeah.
And they had the best vegan tiramisu and
like, they had arancini and
they
like
had
a bunch
such
of
good
other
food.
stuff.
And then there was another Italian place that was in Dalston.
Yeah.
It was called Fed by Water. Oh, they also closed.
Oh, I know.
I know. It's very sad, you guys. So basically all these new places I'm not fully familiar with, but a lot of old places closed. So sad.
What about the what's the place in Hackney that we went to? We went to like brunch there or something. Was it called the Black Cat Cafe?
I think they're still open.
Yeah, okay.
They're still open. Yeah.
They were pretty good.
Yeah,
like
they
weren't like mind blowing. Like if I went back to London,
it's not the first place.
It's not my first. Exactly. It wouldn't be the top of my list. Like I would go to Vegan Veggie 222 first, or like Temple of Satan, just because I'm a sucker for that mac and cheese. But yeah, there's definitely other places that I would go above that.
Oh, goddamn, I'd be hungry. All this talk of food.
I know it's dinner time. Should we pause this and go get some food? Goddamn, I'd be hungry as hell.
Daniel, we gotta figure out who's the asshole first.
You. I'm just kidding.
All right, guys, let's jump in. But before we do,
we got
reminder.
Some announcements. Yeah.
So first, got to join our Patreon, guys. Patreon.com/The SaVeg Podcast. The link is in the show notes and always in the description. So basically you get... What do you get, Daniel?
So basically, you get all the episodes ad-free. You also get it a week earlier than the public. We also do an exclusive episode every single month, and you'll get access to the entire exclusive episode library. This month, guys, we did a reaction video to Cosmic Skeptics. Basically, he posted a community post about him no longer being vegan. Then he actually did a video and went into a bit more detail. So we watched the video, talked about it. So
so we reacted to his no longer vegan video.
Exactly.
In our March exclusive. So if you guys want to check that out, make sure you check out our Patreon. And of course, do not forget about our trips to Thailand and Bali this year. Me and Daniel are going to do a little vegan food tour thing in Thailand and also in Bali. So if you guys want to join us and travel together and explore Southeast Asia, check out the links in the show notes for Thailand and or Bali.
I was actually kind of excited. I was like texting. So I was texting one of my old teachers that I used to work with in Spain.
Yeah.
Because I was just letting her know, because I haven't seen her for obviously years. Now I've been back in Canada. And I'm like, I really want to come back and see all the teachers and like, see everyone. And anyway, so me and this one teacher were just like texting and stuff. And she's like, oh yeah, this summer I'm going to be in Thailand. And I was like, I was like, what?
Same time?
I was like, no, of course not. I was like, oh my God. Cause like if we'd been there, like, let's say we were in Bangkok at the same time, I would have like met up with her. You know what I mean?
Right.
But she's there in July, sorry.
Oh,
yeah. And I was like, no,
I know.
But next year I'm definitely going to Spain.
God damn, Daniel. So much travels.
I know that'd be the plan, but who knows? This is the thing, guys. It's like I have so many and this is like for everyone. I feel like everyone's trying to like travel and do stuff. But it's like you only get so many vacation days.
I know, and it's also really expensive. Like flights are
Oh my
expensive
God,
nowadays.
flights have gotten ridiculous.
Yeah, what's going on?
I haven't booked my flight to Australia yet, or ours to like
right. Yeah,
Thailand
we need to have this
because
we need to do it.
they are getting expensive.
It's really fucking expensive.
Like we're probably gonna have to spend over $2,000.
I think so. God damn.
It'd be a lot of money, Rose.
It is.
God damn.
Or we might have to have 3 layovers and take 40 hours.
Oh my God, this is it. I was looking at flights to Sydney because for the wedding, right? And I was like, oh, because I'm not going to go for that long. So I was like, oh, I'm just going to see if I can get like a good deal or whatever. And it was like, not even kidding you. One of the flights, first of all, was like $2,400.
What?
Yeah, round trip. And to get there, it was 48 hours. With like 6 stopovers. I was like, is this for real?
That was $2,400.
Yeah.
With all of those
Yeah.
stopovers. Well, so how much was like a regular?
I don't know. I didn't get that far, but I need to relook at this because now I'm getting freaked out.
I know. That's so fucking bad.
Like when you're back, can we book our flights?
Yes.
Please. Because I'm actually starting to get stressed.
I know. It's actually very expensive.
Yeah. Like I don't want to be like paying $4,000.
I know, it's
per person.
like it's just crazy. But you know what this reminds me as we talk about layovers, guys, we'll get to Am I the Asshole soon. Okay?
We will. Yeah.
But it reminds me of, so I made this TikTok because there's this trend on TikTok where people talk about like things they're too old for.
Yeah.
And they like list out certain, they list out things. They're like, whatever, I'm too old for this, I'm too old for that.
Right.
And some of it's like good. Like some of it's like, I'm too old to spend time like, hanging out with people I don't like, kind of, stuff like this, which I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, I get that. But some of them I'm like, okay, first of all, these people are fucking like in their 30s. Okay.
Yeah.
They're not that old. Okay. And some of them are like late 20s. And some people just, I don't know. This is my theory. My theory is that some people like they get older than they are much faster.
Yeah.
Because of maybe they're just telling themselves that they're just too old to do this, or they like, I feel like people stop doing anything that's like slightly uncomfortable once they get to a certain age, which I understand to some extent. Like I feel like as you get older, like for some weird reason, we crave comfort more as we get older. But then I think like some people just like really hone in on that.
Yeah.
And then once you start being too comfortable, then you can't do anything difficult.
I know. It's kind of scary.
Well, that's why I think it's important as we get older to still do like slightly difficult things.
Oh, for sure.
And like push yourself in different ways, and also like just put yourself in don't always go for the most comfortable option at all times, because I feel like, you stop growing, you stop learning, you stop doing anything interesting. And then one of the people that I saw this video on, she was like 30, she was like a little older than, maybe like 35, I think. Yeah. And she was like, I'm too old for concert floor seats. Like when people are standing.
Yeah.
She's like, I can't stand for 2 hours because her back. And I'm like, okay, well, first of all, I do get some people have like back issues and stuff, but it's not really your age. Like, I'm sorry, but like 35, your entire body should not be breaking because you're standing for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like, am I crazy?
No, you're not crazy.
Yeah. And again,
like Rose, we ran half marathons. Our body was standing and running for 2.5.
Yeah. I don't want to like health shame, but also it's like, it's not your age. Like, let's not use the age as an excuse here.
No, it could be other factors. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, some people have shitty things happen. Like they could have gotten into a car accident and it fucks up their back. You know what I mean?
Again,
like,
that's not your age. Like you're not 34 and like you can't stand for 2 hours because you're 34.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the other thing that she just said though, she was like, no layovers. Mm-hmm. No layovers? Guys, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well, I understand to some extent.
Yeah.
Obviously, we try to avoid layovers, okay? You don't want to deal with layovers. That it's easier to not have a layover.
But if it's just a couple hours, I'm like, fuck it, I don't care.
And also, are you not going to go, like, there? You can't go everywhere.
Direct flight.
Exactly. So to me, I'm like, I don't get it. Like,
but also,
is that what she meant? Maybe if it's like, if there's an option for a direct flight, like always a direct flight, but also like, am I going to pay an extra $1,000 for a direct flight versus like a 2-hour layover? Fuck no.
Exactly. And also sometimes, honestly, with those big flights, obviously not too long of a layover. Like I don't like the layovers that are like, 24 hours or something crazy.
Yeah, of course.
But like, honestly, if you have like a pretty long flight and then you have like maybe a 4-hour layover in the airport, it's kind of nice because then you get out, you walk, you can go to the bathroom, like a regular bathroom, not one where the door barely closes and your knees hit the wall. Like, You know, you can like maybe grab some snacks,
stretch
or some food,
stretch your legs, eat
like,
some non-airplane food.
Exactly. Like I actually kind of enjoy, like, especially for a long haul flight, to have a little bit broken up, because like being on a flight for like so long over that thing is actually, I don't really like it that much. Like I prefer to have like those little breaks, like, you know.
Yeah, like not too long.
Yeah, not like a 48-hour flight to Sydney. Like that's fucked up.
I've just never heard somebody say they're too old for layovers. There's old people doing layovers all the time. I know. Okay, if you don't like layovers, you just don't like layovers. It's not because you're 34.
Yeah.
Stop.
And I hate this, like, this mentality. Like one of my granddad's sister. So I don't know what that is. That like my grand aunt? I don't know. I can't remember what it's called, guys. I don't remember what it's called. But basically, my granddad's sister, she came to Canada like quite a few years ago. She's from the UK. And she had, at the time, she was like older. She had like she had really bad. I can't remember if it was her hips or her knees. Right. So she had really bad mobility. Like she could like stand up and walk a little bit, but like she basically had like a walker and like a wheelchair and things. She still came to Canada and like wanted to stay with see my parents, and like
they traveled here
by herself as well. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, if she can do that with mobility issues and being quite a bit older, I'm like, fuck this shit of people being like, I'm too old for this stuff. Like, I know. Obviously she's not hiking up a mountain. I get it. But like, let's not like limit ourselves. And I think there's something wrong too. Like if you limit yourself too much by thinking I'm too old for this, then you in hindsight, you make yourself become too old for it.
Exactly. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yes.
So I'm going to try not to say, because obviously we all say shit like this, like, oh, I'm too old for that. Yeah. But I think we should stop saying it.
Yeah. I agree.
Because if you don't want to do something, you don't want to do something. It's not
like,
because
I don't want to do it.
Old.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
God damn.
Anyway, that was my rant.
I love it. You know what, bros? I do have another very important question. I asked you on another podcast, but I know you've been bringing up TikTok a lot lately. So I do have to ask you, have you been sticking to your New Year's resolution on TikTok?
Of spending 1 hour on TikTok max?
Yeah.
No comment.
I knew it.
My limit is still on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then she just ignores it.
Do I extend it a few times? Yes. But I am thinking of downloading. I don't know if there's I'm sure there's certain apps where you can like literally block certain apps for like a day. I think I need to do that. It's such a waste of my time.
Although you have found some good things, like that freaking fruit roll up in the
fruit roll up with ice cream. Guys, have you seen the TikTok trend?
Oh my god, it's so good.
It was this like middle-aged like lovely lady. She just like randomly, I don't know if she's like famous on TikTok, I don't know, but she like made this video and it went so viral. She's like, I'm gonna make my nighttime snack, and she has this like box of fruit roll. And then she actually had she had a strawberry fruit roll up with mango ice cream.
Ooh.
So I really wanted to get the original. So I wanted to find mango ice cream, but I couldn't find a vegan mango ice cream.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe I could have. I don't know.
I think I've seen it before.
But I really wanted to try the vanilla as well. Because she's like, you can do any ice cream if you want. And then she just like put the ice cream in the fruit roll up and then rolled it up like a little wrap.
Yeah.
And then like it immediately like basically freezes the fruit roll up.
Yeah.
And it makes it like crunchy. Oh my God. It's so good. Oh. Anyway, you guys need to try it. Mm-hmm. Anyways, shall we move on?
Let's start.
Everyone's Am I the asshole?
Exactly. Everyone's favorite.
We're pretty assholey when we do this one, though.
We are sometimes. Sometimes we can be a bit of a dick.
We're pretty brutally honest sometimes.
But I think that's what sometimes you have to be.
Oh God damn.
These assholes need to hear it straight. About the only time I'm straight in my life.
Oh God damn. Okay, so I already found one here. Okay.
Rose is gonna lead the charge.
All right. Am I the asshole? This one's marked not safe for work, so I'm very interested.
Oh, okay.
Am I the asshole for accidentally ruining my girlfriend's career? Dun, dun, dun.
Wow.
Pause for reaction. Hi, everyone. I'm in a tough spot right now, and I'm not sure if I'm the asshole or not. My girlfriend, 27 female, let's call her Sarah, and I, 26 male, have been together for 3 years. She's always been passionate about her job as a teacher and has worked really hard to build up her career. However, a few weeks ago, I accidentally stumbled upon some photos of Sarah on Instagram that I had never seen before. They were pictures of her in some very revealing clothing, and some of them were even nude. I didn't know Instagram allowed that. I was shocked and confronted her about it, and she told me she used to be a lingerie model before becoming a teacher. You didn't know this? You've been dating for 3 years? God damn. She said she stopped doing it because she didn't want it to affect her career, and she thought I knew about it already. Okay. I didn't know how to react at first, but eventually I told a few of my friends about it. One of my friends is a gossip and ended up telling someone who works at the school where Sarah teaches. Long story short, the photo somehow got into the hands of the school board, and Sarah was fired for unprofessional behavior. Sarah is devastated and blames me for ruining her career. She says that I should have kept my mouth shut and that I betrayed her trust. I feel terrible about this, about what happened, but I didn't know that it would lead to this. Am I the asshole for accidentally ruining my girlfriend's career?
Wait, before we get into this, guys, because I have a few friends that work on the school board.
Right.
I know how it kind of, well, I don't know fully how it works because I don't obviously work there. But what typically happens is, like, in a city, you'd have like a school board.
Right.
So like if you get fired as a teacher,
right, you can't work in
you
that
are
city.
fired from that school board.
Oh,
luckily in Calgary there's a couple school boards. I think there's 3 or 4 maybe.
Sure.
But some smaller cities probably only have 1. And if you get fucking fired from that school board, because the way it works is you become part of that like network or whatever.
Right.
Like from my understanding, you can't work in a school that is part of that school board ever again.
God damn.
So like the way she's not being dramatic when she said her career is over, because if you're fired and for especially for something like that, like unprofessional behavior, but also okay.
Wait,
lots.
Is he the asshole or not?
It's hard to say.
It's hard to say
because I initially I wanted to say like he's not the asshole because like honestly, I'm being completely honest with you guys, like if I found out something about my partner, like, yeah, I'd probably talk to you about it, Rose.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I found out my partner used to do OnlyFans. Or, you know what I mean? You would start talking about it and then, you know, it could kind of like get out, but that was never my intention. Like I didn't tell somebody to like get it back to her. What I would say is who's the real asshole here is who the fuck brought it up to the school board?
I know.
Like, I'm sorry, but like if the last thing I'm going to do, like, if you came to me with a story and was like, my boyfriend is XYZ and he works with me at the company. Yeah. I'm not going to fucking show my boss.
I know. It's
like,
so
who
crazy.
does that? That's who the real asshole is in this story.
I know. Oh, God, you be fired up.
I am now. It's making me more angry the more I think about it.
I don't necessarily think he's the asshole. I also don't know how much they had a conversation about, like, is it a secret? Like, did she tell him not to say anything? Yeah. You know, and then, and again, like, yeah, if your partner tells you something, there's a chance that the friends are going to find out, right?
Exactly. Like, this is just human nature, right?
So, like, I don't necessarily think he's the asshole. Yeah. Whoever is the asshole is the people that told the school board. Yeah. And also, like, how do we even feel about the firing in the first place?
Exactly. That's what that was my next point.
Because that's also the fucking asshole, the school board.
Exactly.
And it was in the past, first of all.
But also, I guess another question, so there's a couple, like that's one, like for the firing, but also 2, I guess if she was concerned about this in the first place, like why did she not just take the photos down? Right. That's another thing too. It's like, for example, if I worked as a teacher and I had some, you know, a picture of me on a beach in like a G-string or something, you know, like I probably remove it off of my Instagram, you know? So that's another question to be like, okay, well, why are those still online?
Yes. Because like she does say that she stopped doing it because she didn't want it to affect her career. So like, I'm a little confused as to why she left it on.
Exactly. Because you can delete the photos.
Exactly. Not that it's like necessarily her fault for leaving that in.
Of
like,
course,
I think you should be allowed to have a past.
Yeah. And I think you should be allowed to keep your photos like that. But again, like,
I know, it's society.
It is societal things, right?
So like, I do feel really bad for her. Yeah. I do think that her completely blaming him is a little bit unfair. Although I do understand why she would be emotional.
Of course.
But yeah, that's so fucking tough. It's like, I'm against firing teachers for something like this.
Especially if it's something like that's in your past. But then I guess
what if they were doing it now? Because there's also that talk of like, there's certain teachers that might have an OnlyFans on the side. Yeah. Like, how do we feel about that?
I don't know. Like, I this is such a hard topic because I'm like, number one, I guess we need to ask the question, the societal question is, why are teachers not getting paid enough that they have to have all these side gigs? And that's the truth. They do. Yes. Like, they're not paid enough.
They're not paid enough.
So like, they're having to do, part of the problem is that they have to do an OnlyFans because they're not making enough as a teacher. Yes. So that's one issue. The other issue is, I mean, I guess partly I see partly a problem with it, but I also don't, because the only people that are going to know that they're on OnlyFans are people that are subscribing to their OnlyFans. Yes. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, and so
what if they're a lingerie model on the side? So it's not an OnlyFans. Yeah. So it's kind of like out in the open.
I don't know. Is that a big deal?
I mean, I don't think so.
Yeah.
But also, I don't have kids. So
exactly.
I don't know.
True. Like, I mean, honestly, like, I don't think I would really be concerned if my kid's teacher was like a lingerie model on the side. Like, it wouldn't really bother me.
I mean, yeah. it is awkward because obviously you have students, but I mean, when it comes to OnlyFans, I think it's like, yeah, the biggest issue is why do they have to have an OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Second issue is, you know, I feel like what they do in their own time, you know, in the privacy of their own home with behind a paywall.
Exactly.
And like, I assume that only 18 plus people can access the OnlyFans. Supposedly. So hopefully none of the students are looking at it.
Yeah.
You know, like whatever, like let them do whatever. But at the same time, is that easier for us to say because we don't have kids?
Well, this is it, right? Maybe we would feel differently if we had children.
Although it's not really fair still. It wouldn't be fair for us to have that reaction, but I think we would have a natural reaction like that.
Yeah, I think honestly, out of all of this, guys, the biggest issue is the fact that teachers are underpaid and that they have to do these. Like, because if you know what, if teachers were paid well, the chances of them doing an OnlyFans on the side or being a lingerie model would be slim to none.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because they'd be like, because actually, when I was working in the restaurant industry, one of the guys that worked with me, he was like he worked Saturday and Sunday. And he was a teacher full time.
Right.
But
my God.
He's like, I just don't have enough money. Like, I'm finding it really hard to make ends meet.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God. So he's like working all the time.
Right.
I was like, this is crazy.
Like literally not even a day off.
Nope.
That's so fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't imagine.
Yeah. So I think the bigger societal issue is why there was a scandal too. I can't remember if we talked about it, but I think we did a while ago where there was like a nurse that had like an OnlyFans or something.
See, that's even more stupid.
And she got like backlash for this and like
That's
all
so
this
stupid.
stuff. I don't know if she got fired, but yeah, I don't know.
It is a tough topic. Like I feel like if you have students, that are underage. Like
Yeah.
I understand why people would be a little bit uncomfortable
for sure.
But I think that it's also not fair that people are uncomfortable. Oh my God! So the top comment, you're the asshole.
Okay, interesting.
Okay, are we in the wrong here?
Let's hear it.
It says you didn't know how to react at first, but then settled on the let me share my girlfriend's private and obviously career-ending information with a bunch of people whom I know will gossip reaction. But did he say that they?
He said his friend is gossipy, one of them.
Oh, okay. I forgot that part.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. So yeah, maybe that's a big problem here. So he knows who told them then.
Yeah.
Why would you share with your friend that's going to gossip? That is a bit fucking inappropriate.
And also, if his friend's a gossip, does he not know that his friend also works at the school board? Because doesn't it say his friend works there as well?
That is so... Wait. It says, one of my friends is a gossip and ended up telling someone who works at the school where Sarah teaches.
Okay.
Who has this time on their hands?
I don't know. It's crazy.
So anyway, so maybe he is a bit of an asshole. Because he... Like, why did he not think about this?
Exactly.
Anyway.
That's like a little bit like, okay, what are you doing?
And then this person says, don't tell us you didn't know this could be a possibility. You knew. You were uncomfortable with your girlfriend's past and wanted her embarrassed. Okay, maybe that's a bit of a stretch.
I think that's a stretch.
Well, go you. I hope your next girlfriend is a pure innocent flower. Pray she's not appalled by anything in your past. Okay, this one's I think it's a bit dramatic, but that one has 35,000 likes.
What the fuck?
And blah, blah, blah. So a lot of people agreeing to this.
What do you think, Rose? Do you think he's the asshole?
Well, it really depends. Some people are speculating that he did it on purpose. So somebody wrote, that was my question. Did he do this on purpose and now feels badly because the outcome seemed obvious that this would end the relationship?
No, but I don't think, honestly, maybe I'm like being naive and thinking the best in people. But like, if I'm just having a chat with my friends, like, I don't really like...
Yeah.
I don't go in there with the thought that, oh my God, or
this friend is going to tell the school.
They're going to tell the school. Yeah. This is going to get back to the school. My girlfriend or boyfriend's going to get fired, whatever. So I'm like, I would never go in with that intention. So I just feel like that also wasn't his intention. He just wanted to talk about it with his friends to say, like, what would you guys do? This makes me uncomfortable, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. And then it got back to school. Again, like, whoever felt, this is the thing. I know his friend like then told somebody that worked at the school board who then told the school board. That person that worked at the school board, like, why? Like, why would you fucking do that?
Exactly.
Like, it's not like, I don't know. It's not like that you found out they were like a murderer or something.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's different.
Exactly.
I feel like.
Yeah, it is different. It's like, again, it's in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think like, yes, he probably should have thought this through.
Yeah.
I don't know this person.
I don't think he's vindictive.
Maybe he was vindictive. Who the fuck knows? He clearly had a bit of an issue with it. Yeah. So maybe that's why people are assuming that he like kind of did it on purpose. Right. But like, yeah, I feel like these people maybe, I don't know, like, yeah, like when you're, I'm trying to think of like, if it was like me, and you know, my significant other, whatever, I would probably vent to my friends or talk to my friends.
I think it's a lot of like, it's like, you know, it's funny. It's like the one that we read yesterday about the car situation, about the mother-in-law buying the car, and she only brought $100. Said she was going to give him $200 the next day.
Right.
And everyone's like, bullshit. She's not giving the money. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, well, we can't just jump to that assumption. Like, so I feel like with this one, it doesn't sound, even from the way he wrote it and stuff, he feels terrible. Like, I don't believe that it was ever his intention for this to go back to the school. And he probably was just chatting with his friends, and I guess none of them probably work for the school.
Yeah, I mean, if he's an asshole, it's mainly because he told his friend that's a gossip. He probably should have been a lot more careful
with his friend that's a gossip.
But I don't know. Like, I think it's a bit of a stretch to be like, he knew exactly what he was doing.
He purposely did this to her. Hope your next girlfriend's an angel.
Yeah, like, goddamn, people. Jesus Christ. Do you not have friends? Do you not vent to your friends about, like,
Of course, everyone does. I mean, maybe not everyone.
Not everyone has friends. Another top comment.
Okay.
You're the asshole. She needs to delete the old account, move to a different district. There's a massive teacher shortage in most areas, and dump your gossipy ass.
I mean, that's good to know that there's other districts. Like, I was just thinking in Calgary, for example, but Calgary also has a couple boards. So, like, if you got fired from one board, but then it would be, I think, kind of difficult. Like, if you got fired from a board and you're applying to another one, like, I don't know what would happen. I don't know.
Like, I'm sure it'll like be on your record.
Yeah.
That's what's concerning, right? And then, a lot of people, somebody wrote, you're the asshole to the school board too, which, I agree with that one. Let's see what else. Apparently we have an unpopular opinion here, Daniel.
Is everyone saying he's the asshole?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then someone wrote, you're the asshole. You say your friend is a gossip, but you literally gossiped about your girlfriend to your friends. I am a teacher. Teachers are held to a different standard than most people. You knew exactly what you were doing when you opened your big mouth and blabbed her secret. You showed your girlfriend that she can't trust you. You were upset that she was a lingerie model and didn't tell you before, so you punished her for it. Shame on you. She will have a very difficult time getting another teaching job. You didn't accidentally blab to your friends. You did that on purpose. So the fact that you ruined her career was not an accident. You were just desperate to avoid looking like an asshole. You are the asshole.
Wow. Okay. Unpopular opinion.
Wow. People are very they're very quick to jump to conclusions here.
What did they say on your post, Rose, of whether you or not you were the asshole? What was the top voted comment on that one?
Daniel. They agree that I'm not the asshole. Okay.
God damn.
Wow. Like, literally everyone is saying that
he's the asshole.
He's the asshole.
Is nobody saying that he's not the asshole?
I'm trying to find something.
Oh, God. I didn't say that he's fully not the asshole. I was meaning more like there's a few different things in this situation. Like, yeah, he shouldn't have said that to his friends. That's gossip. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That doesn't necessarily make him directly an asshole. I think the biggest asshole again is the person that brought this up to the school board.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck would you do that? You're going to ruin someone's career.
Yes.
Like, I'm
literally
sorry.
Everyone is saying you're the asshole. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that's saying.
Well, I guess we have an unpopular opinion, Rose. God damn.
I don't think he's like as much of an asshole as that last comment was fucking harsh.
Oh my God, I know.
Listen, guys, again, do you really not tell your friends about your significant other? Like,
no,
come on. This is the main thing that friends talk about when they gather. Let's not fucking pretend that you don't talk about your significant other's issues. Like, do these people, like, you know, they need to go and touch the grass a little bit. Like, I get it. Maybe we shouldn't. Okay. Maybe we shouldn't, but they're acting like you should never talk to your friends about, you know, your significant other's issues.
You just know, like, with your partner, whoever you're with, like, they're also talking to their friends about you.
Exactly. It's very common. And again, maybe we shouldn't. Maybe this is very, like, you know, it's very sensitive information. But at the same time, it's on Instagram publicly.
Yeah.
And I don't know if she told him, like, don't say anything. Maybe she did. And in that case, like, you're kind of an asshole. But, like, again, I would not have assumed. Again, the problem is he talked to his friend. That's a gossip. But, you know, like, to say that, oh, you were just gossiping with your friends about it. You knew exactly what you were doing. Come on now.
Exactly. So stupid.
But we got an unpopular opinion. Because literally cannot find one that says not the asshole.
Wow. Okay. Guess we're the assholes, Rose.
Oh, there's one. It says not the asshole. Looks like this may be an unpopular opinion, but it's not like you went into her archived folder and then unarchived them and sent them to the school. When she decided to stop modeling and become a teacher, she should have deleted them. Oh, okay. I'm a little bit.
Yeah.
There's a middle ground
here. The
here.
school board also shouldn't have fired her for it. You know
I totally agree. blah, 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 blah. The photos he likely found were not on an Instagram she owned and were likely the property of the company she worked for. Oh, that could be true. That could be true. We don't know if it was on her Instagram page.
Oh, right.
Did he say that? Let's see.
I think he said her Instagram page, but I
did it? Let's see. No. It says, I accidentally stumbled upon some photos of Sarah on Instagram that I had never seen before. Okay, so it wasn't on her page. So really, she has no fault. Okay.
Yeah.
And not that she ever had a fault, but she's obvious. It wasn't. I don't think it was on her page. Oh, interesting. Anyway,
yeah.
Semi asshole, but not fully.
Yeah, not
like,
full asshole.
Let's not all pretend. Like, I love how all these people pretend like they just never talk about their significant other to their friends.
Else.
Like, come on, guys. Anyway, okay, you pick one.
We're back.
Apparently, we're the assholes, Daniel.
Ooh, this one's very topical.
Oh, goddamn, that's very fast.
Okay, are you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Am I the asshole for ruining English Mother's Day, which was today, I believe?
Oh, really?
For
British.
Am I the asshole for ruining English Mother's Day for my former adoptive mother?
Interesting. Former adoptive mother.
I know.
Keep going.
I'm so confused. My former adoptive mother was also my stepmother. She and my father forced the adoption on me against my will when I was 7. That's quite strong.
Interesting.
Because she couldn't have children biologically. My mom was dead and they felt like she deserved the official mother title and a place on my birth certificate. I never wanted it and begged them not to, but I was ignored.
Oh my God.
They even lied and said dad was sick to push the judge's hand because apparently with me saying no, they needed something that would make the judge think it would be in my best interest. So they pretended my dad was worried something would get worse and the judge decided it was safer for me.
Fuck?
I know. I never forgave them. I went no contact 7 months ago when I turned 18.
Wow.
This is quite intense.
It's very intense.
I asked my maternal grandparents to adopt me to erase the original adoption. My stepmother is English, and ever since I knew her, she celebrated both UK Mother's Day and our Mother's Day.
Oh, come on now.
She just wants to be a mom, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then around midnight last night, I made a Facebook post thanking my grandma for adopting me and being a great mom to me. I don't even celebrate the UK's Mother's Day, but Dad's parents reminded me about it and said I should post something knowing she would see. They weren't thinking of announcing the adoption thing, but that's what I did. Woke up an hour ago and she saw it thanks to other family members being friends to both of us on Facebook. I was told by an aunt that they're really angry and saying I am an asshole because they had no idea I was no longer legally their kid.
My God.
Am I the asshole?
That's a very tough situation.
That
I don't
is.
think she's an asshole.
No.
She or he, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like they were the assholes.
Well, and this is the thing. Like, I think, like, I don't know. Like, if I was like, I mean, they were 7. She was
7.
She or he was. I don't know if it's a she or he.
Yeah.
They were 7 when they got illegally adopted by their stepmom. But it sounded like they were pretty vocal about it, being like, I don't want to be legally adopted. And we had this with another Emma the asshole with someone like adoption thing happening.
Okay.
I seem to remember, and it's like one of those things where it's like, how much of it should be also the children's choice, right? Because like you have your biological parents and maybe your biological parents, you know, one of them passes away or leaves your life for whatever reason. And then your other parent remarries. Like, should you have a say to say like, if you want to be adopted by that person or not?
Interesting. I don't know that much, but I feel like if someone is so adamantly against it, I think that should be a say because it's, you know, like sure, she or he is 7, but, and 7 is still a child. So at first I was like, do they have a say? Yeah, I was also very confused.
Yeah, they're 18 now though.
Yeah,
like
exactly. Exactly. But like back in the day when they were adopted, they were 7.
Yeah.
And 7 is old enough to kind of, you know, have a certain opinion, right? Yeah. So it's not like you were a baby. Like if you're a baby, then like, sure, you can, you know, like there's no choice.
Exactly. It's like you're.
But at 7, like, I don't know. Why would you force, like, why?
Exactly.
That makes no sense to me because it's like, okay, so you want to start off your mother-daughter or mother-son relationship basically with your child, like begging you not to be their daughter or son?
Yeah.
Like, why do you even want that?
Yeah, it's tough. But then I also think that, like, you know, especially like, and again, I'm playing devil's advocate here a little bit, but like,
we're just being the assholes.
Exactly. There's also kids out there, like, especially preteen kind of teen that you have a lot of teen angst, you know?
She's 7.
No, I know. But I'm just
Yeah, sure.
I'm just saying sometimes kids can be extra emotional and stuff, and they can be
Right.
like, quite often there's like that, you always see it in movies and things like that, and in real life too, where the parent like marries or starts dating other people, and the
Right.
kids are like super against it because they're like, you're not my mom, you're not replacing my mom, blah, 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 all this shit, right? Like, and I don't know, it's like a hard situation.
I know it. I get it. I get what you're saying. It's like
Yeah.
they're all gonna be, but at the same time, it's like, it's still the kid, right? I don't
Yeah.
know. Like that's weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
Shouldn't they have some level of say?
I don't know. Like personally, if I started dating someone and they had a kid, I wouldn't force them to be my adopted.
That's very strange.
It is that
I don't
part
think
is
many
weird.
people. That's the thing. I feel like not many people would just force the adoption.
Yeah.
So this must be a kind of a unique situation.
Yeah, and
because like you don't have to like just because you marry your
you don't have to adopt the kids.
exactly.
Because some people don't, and then some people later in life are like, ask, or sometimes the
Exactly.
kids will ask. Like, let's say you were 5, your parents remarried or whatever, and you grew up with your dad and your stepmom, but then when you turn 18, you're actually like, you've been a big part of my life,
Yeah.
and you've helped raise me. Actually, will you legally
Yes.
adopt me? And that
Yeah.
does happen later in life, I think.
Exactly.
So I don't think you need to necessarily force it. Like,
yeah. And like also what comes out of that?
exactly. Like, what's the benefit?
What is the benefit?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Well, I think it has to do with like legal protections and like other stuff
Right.
like that, which could be relevant. But
yeah.
also, I'm like, it is also they're not your children technically.
Yeah.
So
And also now she or he is 18 and they can do whatever they want. So.
exactly. And if they want their grandparents to adopt them, then
Yeah.
fuck it. Their grandparents adopted them. So
Yeah. Well, let's see. I feel like this one would have a
mixed bag.
no. I think most people would say not the asshole. Yeah. Not the asshole.
Yeah.
First things first, sorry about your mom. It's a complicated thing to go through and everyone handles it differently at any
Yeah.
age. Even if it happens young and you barely remember it, it can come back around and rear its ugly head. But really, what do they expect to happen forcing a bond onto a child? That's the thing. It's
Yeah.
like, you cannot force the child to love you just because you legally adopted this child, okay?
Yeah.
Anyway. And against the child's wishes. I'd understand perhaps if your dad was truly ill and worried, because they like lied about it, which is also
that's
very
kind of weird
weird.
because they needed to force the adoption
Yeah.
for some whatever reason.
Yeah, I'd understand perhaps if your dad was truly ill and worried something might happen. But even then, was she really the best/only option? Sounds like she's not.
Yeah.
Mind if I ask how old you were when she passed, as in like her mom? And how long was it between your mom's passing and your forcible adoption? And then they responded saying 2 years between my mom passing and dad remarrying/adoption. And then people are saying that's way too soon.
God damn, that'd be fast as hell.
That is pretty fast.
Man, these people, you know what? I struggle to find a fucking boyfriend, and these people are divorcing and fucking remarrying in like
2
a year.
years.
In 2 years,
Yeah, not even divorcing. The mom died.
yeah.
Dude, it's fucked. Let's see. What else does it say? God damn, people be spending way too much time typing on Reddit.
I know. God damn, some of them are like such long responses, and like I'm sure that the person that put the original post appreciates it, but like I honestly, guys, I don't know where these people have all this time. Because like
some people spend a lot of time on Reddit though. It's like a thing.
That's true.
Yeah.
Instead of like watching TV and stuff, they're just like on Reddit.
Yeah, it's like a big hobby. It's
Yeah.
like a big culture.
Oh god damn.
Somebody wrote. It's actually funny because once again on TikTok, there's a guy on TikTok that he like acts out. He like has like, little characters, right? He's like I don't know. He's like an actor / whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, and he does these like parody videos of your average Redditor. I didn't know that this was like a stereotype, but
Okay.
maybe it's a stereotype.
Yeah.
He's like, your average Redditor takes an Uber ride. And I guess like he plays this kind of like socially awkward guy that's a little bit too like acting too smart and just like miserable. Basically he'll like go to a bar and be like, he'll just kind of walk in and then they'll be like, oh, what can I get you? And he'll be like, well, that depends. What kind of scotch do you have? And then they'll be like, whatever this type of scotch. And he's like, well, I was afraid you'd say that. That's not technically a scotch. That's a this kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I guess that's like maybe the stereotype of like somebody
Redditor?
that maybe that spends too much time on Reddit and maybe not enough time going outside and socializing with people like in the previous post.
Oh, could be accurate, Rose. God.
God damn, because some of those opinions, I'm like, God damn. Okay then.
Also, someone commented on our videos and they're like, "Can you please stop saying goddamn so much?"
God damn.
I do feel like we do say it a lot. So.
We do, but it's a habit, so sorry.
Yeah. Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
You know, it'd be funny if we came across one of these, Am I the Asshole? Listening to this podcast, and the two co-hosts quite often say, God damn.
So I commented, can you stop saying goddamn? Am I the asshole?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's some fucking good ones here. Okay.
I want a good one, Rose.
This
Juicy,
one's hilarious.
You know that.
I can't believe this. Am I the asshole for ordering food when my children are asleep so I don't have to share?
Well, right away I'm thinking not the asshole.
Really?
Yeah. Like sometimes you just want something to yourself.
God damn, Daniel, don't have kids. Okay.
No, but like, you know what? If you're a parent, like obviously 99% of the time you're sharing your food, and maybe you just want like a treat yourself. You want like a, you know, something where your kids aren't just like just taking everything.
God damn, Daniel.
Damn.
Tell me how you really feel.
Okay, anyway, let's go into the story.
Occasionally, when my 4 children go to bed, I'll order myself a little something from Uber Eats or DoorDash after a hard day so I don't have to share with the kiddos. Usually, since I'm always the first one to wake up, I'll put the packing out beside the indoor trash can and take it out to the outdoor trash can in the morning. So as in, he gets rid of the evidence.
Yep.
My children ended up waking up first that morning and see the takeout food packaging and ended up waking me up, asking me what I ate and if they could have some. I told them there was none left and I ate it all last night, and I thought that would be the end of it. But after I dropped them off at their dad's for the week, my children stay at their dad's house 1 week out of the month rather than doing just weekends.
Yeah.
My children's father ended up spamming my phone with text messages accusing me of misappropriating my children's funds he sends me every month. Wow. My CF children's father gives me $100 for each child a month, that's nothing.
That's not a lot of money.
That's barely anything, which is $400 a month, which when it comes to it, it isn't much, but I'm fine with it because he usually makes up with it by buying the children what they need when an issue arises. It's nothing the court is ordered.
Yeah.
Wait, FYL?
FYI, I think it's...
Oh, for your information, maybe? Nothing is court ordered.
Yeah.
I have a job as a daycare worker, and I use my own money to make myself buy Uber Eats and DoorDash food. He also accused me of being a bad mother because I rather order food for myself without thinking of my children who were with me at that time, and that I should have waited until they were with him for the night. Yeah. I had a really bad day that day, and I just wanted to do something to cheer myself up, and sometimes food does the trick for me. If I were to order something for everyone, it would have cost a lot more money, and that I wasn't interested in spending. And if I were to share, by the time my food got back to me, it would have just been the food wrapper. So do y'all think I'm the asshole?
What do you think, Rose?
Well, you know, after reading that, I get her point.
Yeah.
I understand. 4 children, that's a lot.
I know. And I don't think, like, from the sounds of it, again, I'm making assumptions, but from the sounds of it, it's not like she's doing it every single night and excluding her kids. She's like, once in a while, she's just like, I just really want to, like...
It's a treat.
Exactly. I've had a bad day. I just want a cheeseburger. I don't want my kids stealing all my fries. I just want to, like, relax. I don't want to have 4 kids on me, like, doing all this shit.
Right.
Like,
you're right.
Let me have my glass of wine.
Yeah.
You know, and do that. And I think as a parent, you're entitled to that. Like, you know what I mean?
You're right.
Like,
Not the asshole. I think, like sometimes, especially, you know, as a mom, you're 4 children. Like,
that's
a
lot.
Fucking shit ton of kids.
Plus, she works at a daycare. She's not making a lot of money. Do you know what
you're
I mean?
Right.
So, like...
Yeah, exactly. If she were to get it for everyone, it would be really
so
expensive.
much more expensive.
And I would be like, I mean, the kids are obviously fed, right? Like, that's the assumption, right? So kids are fed. The kids are asleep. They shouldn't be snacking at night anyway.
Exactly.
That's not a good habit to instill in your kids. But as an adult, once in a while, you might need a little, you know, pick me up. So maybe to her, that's like her glass of wine, or you know, that's like her way of just winding herself down. And I can't believe the dad. Holy shit.
Know.
What a fucking asshole.
Well, and he's like, oh, you know, you're using the $400 I'm sending you. And I'm like,
$400.
I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Thank you for $400. That buys literally nothing.
Yeah.
That's not even my groceries for a month.
Yeah.
For one person.
Yeah. Literally. Yeah.
Because I probably spend about $100 a week, I would guess.
Right. And if they go to the dad's once just for a week out of the month, she's still buying them most of their food.
Grocery, yeah.
And she's a daycare worker. Again, like, yeah, they're not making that much money.
Exactly. So I'm sorry, cry me a river. She's going to order some food for herself.
Yeah. And like, obviously she usually hides it pretty well.
Yeah.
So it, you know, obviously like, it's not like she's doing it on purpose to spite them.
Exactly.
And yeah, the guy sounds like a fucking asshole.
He does.
Let's see the top comments. Don't like 100% of parents. You see, I have no idea what it's like to be a parent.
Me
so
neither.
I think that's why my initial reaction was like, oh, that sounds weird. But now I can understand why. They said, don't like 100% of parents hide in their closet to eat some M&Ms because they don't want to share the one selfish treat they got that week.
But this is it, right? Like, we don't get it because we don't have kids.
I just assume, like, as a parent, you just give them everything. But I mean, you know what? Sometimes we got to be selfish, you know?
Exactly.
The dude needs to shut his pie hole and pay more support, not the asshole.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
I get it. I mean, especially as a mom, you're giving and giving and giving. Sometimes you just want something
and
selfish.
the kids just be taken and taken and taken.
It's true.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
I get it.
yeah.
Definitely not the asshole. Let's see what else. Not the asshole. It's a treat you got for yourself, and $400 a month for 4 kids is nothing. It's literally nothing. I'm shocked.
I know.
$400 for even one child is very little.
It's nothing.
It's nothing.
Yeah.
Again, it's not like you're splitting halftime. They're staying with him 1 week out of the month.
Yeah.
She's watching them 75% of the more than 75% of the time.
Yeah.
And he's giving her $400 for 4 children.
God, and also, like, just on a side note, guys, and again, I apologize. I know that obviously relationships are hard and people get divorced all the time, and it does happen. And sometimes it's better for everyone that you're just split up. But like, oh God, it just becomes such a mess when you have kids.
Oh God,
like,
I know.
Like having to chauffeur the kids back and forth. Like, I know some
a
have
lot
like
of people have to deal with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they'll have like,
for us, like our parents stay together. So
yeah, but like even just thinking about like custody arrangements, like, I'm at my dad's this weekend, and then next week I'm at my mom's, and then this week like it's just like chaotic.
I can't imagine. Like, it's obviously, again, people live that life, and it's people turn
they
out
make
completely
it work.
fine.
Exactly.
They make it work.
Yeah.
And in many cases, it is better that the parents separate.
For sure, because they're actually better apart than together.
But like,
sure.
I just like, as someone that's not dealt with that, like I can't imagine that.
Yeah,
it's like that's literally having 2 homes.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
As a kid, like going back and forth, you know, like
I know.
It's a lot.
Yeah, and then like, have you seen the movie? I think it's called Marriage Story with Scarlett Johansson.
No.
God damn, Daniel, it was like nominated for like an Oscar a few years ago.
God damn.
And it's like about this couple, and they, you know, it like shows their relationship, and they have like I think they had a child. Yeah, they had a child, and they're like going through a divorce. And it gets like super ugly. Like you get lawyers involved.
Yeah.
And then you start like fighting over stuff. And it's like, holy shit, that sounds like a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
Because like if you had a nasty divorce, like that's also such a nightmare. Like lawyer fees and everything. Oh my God.
And also you have to remember too, you have to be really like not really careful, but like division of assets. Like it could be, especially if you don't have like a prenup and stuff, it could be like all of a sudden it's like they're like, I was actually, it's funny. I was literally just talking to my dad about this the other day or today even. And I was like, what would happen? Like, let's say, cause I was mentioning about how like, if I ever get into a relationship, one thing that a lot of my friends have done that are in relationships and something that I would do is have my own bank account. And then we have a joint one that we'd put all of our money for like the mortgage and like everything else.
Yeah.
Exactly. And like that way I can save my own money, do what I need to.
Absolutely.
And I was like, well, what would happen? And I was like kind of posing the question. And I'm sure it's like there's more complicated things and maybe it wouldn't work this way.
You were talking about this with your father?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
And I was like, well, what would happen? Because like, you know, I'm an okay saver. And like, let's say I'm with somebody that's not a good saver, even though we have our own personal like bank accounts and shit. Let's say I saved up a lot of money, like let's say like, I don't know, 200,000 or something, right? Over the years.
Yeah.
They have like nothing because they live paycheck to paycheck. They're really shitty at saving. We still have our joint account that pays for everything, right? And then we split up. All of a sudden they have 0 in their savings. I have 200,000. Does that mean I have to give them half?
I think you might. It depends.
I know, but this is what I mean.
I know.
That's fucked up
because you
it's
got
like,
married.
Exactly.
Unless you signed a, what do you call it? A
prenup.
Prenup.
But I don't know if a prenup also is forward looking. Because like, I think that's really shitty.
It can
like,
be. I think it can
yeah,
be.
I think probably it can.
You can write whatever in the prenup, but I think some prenups, like depending on if you can still take it to court.
Yeah.
Because it can be an unfair prenup, right? So like, but yeah, like you can end up just having to, you know. I
understand why there's generally a division of assets, because sometimes if there's like kids involved and things like this, like you don't want somebody to be disadvantaged, right? And I think part of the reason they did that a lot is, or not did that, but like a lot of like women, for example, especially, they would like quit their jobs and look after the kids, and then when they split up, they would have been out of the workforce for 20 years, have like nothing for themselves, so they're entitled to that, which makes sense. What I'm meaning though is like, let's say no kids involved, it's just me and my partner, we both have good jobs, we both work well, they happen to just be shit with money, and I happen to be really good with money.
how do you prove that as like a...
Well, I could say like, hey, look, you can see this money that I'm saving.
Right.
We have our joint account where we buy everything together.
Right.
So yeah, the house and everything else, we should split that because we've been doing that together. But our separate accounts, that should be fucking separate. But, you know, I don't know.
But then they'd have to take you to court and have money to pay a lawyer. So they probably won't have money to pay a lawyer. So
That's true. That's true.
Because like, I don't think they're just automatically entitled to like half your money.
But then, but you know
who the fuck knows?
But you know what they can do a lot of the time is lawyers will take on cases where they don't get paid until they win.
Oh, I see.
So you don't have to worry.
And like you might have a slam dunk case if like, I don't know how it works.
This crazy, guys.
I don't know anything about this, but
should I be putting, when I'm in a relationship, guys, should I be putting my money into like an offshore account in like the Cayman Islands? So it's untraceable?
I mean, I think it's very important to have a separate account.
Yeah, I like
that idea
because then you have your own money too. You're not like, because if it all goes into the same account.
Financially, it is such a smart
Exactly.
idea to have.
I think so. All of my friends, like I think most of them that are married, they have separate accounts.
Yeah, like
then they have a joint one for like all the shit that you get together. Because then it's kind of nice because then it's like, hey, you know what? Hey, if we were like dating, I'd be like, oh, I'm going to take you out for dinner. And that's me paying out of my money, you know?
Oh, I see.
And then you could take me out for dinner.
God damn, Daniel. Just pay for the fucking joint account, okay? But you know what's the worst thing? It's like, this is why it's like, especially as women, because traditionally women stay home and shit.
Yeah.
It's like so many women get fucked over, right?
Oh, yeah. A lot of women get fucked over.
It's so unfair. It's like, you know, women are expected to stay home, take care of kids. And then sometimes this is why, like, I feel like it's so dangerous for women to like, and again, like everyone has their own choices, right? Yeah. But like, you gotta be really like careful because like you get married and then you think, oh, now I'm married, I'll stay home and take care of the kids. And you're right. Like you're out of the workforce for years. You don't have your own money.
Yep.
And then what if you divorce? Like there are so many circumstances in which people divorce.
And well, sometimes people divorce after a very long time.
Exactly. So after 20, 30 years.
Yeah. Imagine you're 20 years old, you marry your husband.
Exactly.
You raise the kids so you don't work for the next 15 to 20 years. So you're 35, 40.
Yeah.
No, maybe you don't go to school or anything either. You don't do it at university, don't do anything like that. You're 35 to 40, re-entering the workforce with no experience.
Exactly. This is why it is fair that you take it to court and then you get a certain amount. What is it called? Alimony?
Something like that.
And then you have to get paid because like it's just... That makes absolutely no sense.
Exactly.
Right? Because housework is work.
Yeah.
Okay. This is unpaid labor.
Yeah.
And it's just fucked. So anyway, I think it's always a smart idea for women to like have something, right? Like
even a side hustle,
even a part-time job, something. Because like God,
I know
it's so hard. Like if you're out of the workforce for like even a few years nowadays,
I know
you're not going to have an easy time finding a job.
And they'll be like, oh well, why were you gaps? Why is there a 20-year gap in your employment history?
I was married, bitch.
I was married and looked after the kids.
Oh, you couldn't have been a working mom?
Yeah.
So fucked.
It's so stupid.
Anyway.
Oh, God damn.
We'd be fired up.
Yes.
God damn, I love these Am I the Ass hoes.
Oh, God damn. Oh, God, there's some interesting ones on here.
I know, there's some good ones. You got a good one?
Okay, so.
Okay.
I don't know why. I just saw the title and I'm like, okay, so it could be good, could be bad. Am I the asshole for leaving an event without my girlfriend?
Okay, interesting.
So me, 26-year-old male, my girlfriend's 25 female. My 25-year-old my girlfriend takes hours to get ready. Her sounds familiar.
I'm a very fast get readier.
Her hair is very untamable, and that alone takes her more than an hour to fix. Yesterday, we went to a friend's surprise 30th birthday party. Oh, am I the asshole for leaving for an event without my girlfriend? I thought he had said leaving an event.
Okay, so he left for an event.
Yeah, before her. Yesterday, we went to a friend's surprise 30th birthday party, someone who I've known my entire life. He was going to show up around 8 p.m. and we were expected to be there by then because obviously it's a surprise party. You want to yell surprise.
Yeah.
Even though I repeatedly asked her to start getting dressed and ready hours before the event, she still somehow only started curling her hair at 7:30. I told her I was leaving. She could either tie up her hair and leave with me now or just show up to the party by herself later. She didn't budge and just whined till I got in the car and left. At the party, her parents asked me where she was and I told her she was still getting ready.
Her parents were there?
Yeah, apparently.
Okay.
The surprise was fantastic. Everyone was having a good time and my girlfriend ended up showing up at 8:30. On the way home, she called me immature, not only for leaving her, but for telling her parents she was late because she was getting dressed. According to her, as a couple, we are a team. And instead of nagging her to get dressed faster and complaining to her parents, I should have just patiently waited and told everyone we were late because of traffic. It sounds incredibly stupid to me, but I wanted a second opinion. Was I the asshole?
He's not the asshole. The girlfriend is the fucking asshole.
I know.
I cannot stand people that disrespect someone else's time and then blame the other person.
I know.
Like, it's so disrespectful.
I find that's actually one of my pet peeves as well. Like, I'm not so much like, I'm like more like, it depends. Like, but if you're like going to like a certain event, like a surprise party or maybe a concert or a show or like
or a wedding or so many things where you have to be on time.
Something where you like have to be there at a certain time. It's like, if you know, for example,
she knew in advance.
She knows how long it takes her to get ready. Okay, if I knew that it's gonna take me 2 hours to get ready, and there's an event that I need to be there for 8, I'm gonna start getting ready at around 5, so that way I still have some give time. So at 5, 6, 7 o'clock, I should be ready. Have a little bit of leeway in case it takes me a little bit longer, and time to get to the event before it happens. I also hate so much when people are like, take forever, and they just like
they're just so unapologetic about it.
I know. I feel like people, not everyone, but a lot of people that like take super long to like get ready and stuff, they're just like very like blasé. Like, it's like they don't understand. Like, you'll be sitting there waiting. Like,
it's seriously one of my pet peeves.
Yeah, I had this situation that happened a long time ago. I'm not gonna say names. I'm not gonna say who was there. A friend of a friend of a friend. But anyway, we're all like. And it wasn't even that they were getting ready. We're all at this person's house having drinks. Like, we're all having drinks. And the plan was to go out that night. Yeah. Right? We wanted to all go clubbing and do some, this was back when I was like in my early 20s and stuff. Anyway, we're all like pre-drinking and everyone's getting ready. Like, some people were like, okay, we're going to leave in like 10 minutes. And one of the people that were there was like, taking their sweet ass time. Right. Everybody's like getting their jackets, their shoes. They're still just like, their drink was like half full. They're just like sipping it nonchalantly. And everyone's like, we're leaving. Like, what are you doing? And they're just like, oh, I'm just going to finish my drink. Like, and just like taking for fucking ever. And was like expecting people to like wait with her.
No.
And I was like, just pour your drink out and fucking get a drink at the bar or something, I was like, why? And literally everyone was like getting impatient. Everyone's like waiting. They're like, what the fuck? This one girl. And she like, literally, it was like, if it was me, I would feel so guilty. I was just like fucking chug my drink or whatever, or pour it out. She was just like sitting there like watching. I was like, what are you doing?
And then what did you do? Did you wait?
Yeah, we waited.
I cannot stand it.
It was so annoying. I was like, hey, this is like ridiculous. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it's not like we have a deadline, but like everybody's ready to go except for you.
It's just disrespectful. And it's like, like being late, like I get it. Like, things happen, shit happens. But there's people that are like chronically late and they're never apologetic. And it's like, and they just think that it's just fine. Like, I don't mind if people are late. So, and then they make it your problem. They're like, why are you so upset? I was only this much late. Because it's disrespectful of someone else's time. Someone's waiting for you. And especially like your significant other who's been telling you like, we got to get ready. We got to get ready.
It's my friend's birthday. Like a surprise party.
It's a surprise party.
Yeah.
And then for her to get mad that he like said to his parents the truth that she was getting ready.
Yeah. And they probably know what she's like anyway. I'm guessing it's not a surprise.
Yeah.
To be honest, I do have a couple of my friends that are not great with time management.
Yeah.
So like they're quite often late for things. But they would never come to me and be like, why are you, they like, literally, I'm not kidding you, I have a couple of friends I can think of right off the top of my head.
We all have friends like this.
Yeah, and like they always apologize. Even though they know that they're going to be late, they're always like, I'm so sorry, or they try, and then sometimes they're just like get distracted or whatever, and then they'll show up late quite often for things, but they're like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, and I'm like, don't worry, like it's fine. I kind of expected it with you now, so like I just don't even worry about you coming here on time.
Well, my question is, do you not show up to work on time? Are you late for everything? Like it's specific.
Some people
things.
are.
But that's fucked. Like I don't know. Do you not have a watch? Do you not have a phone with the time on it? Like come on now. What are you getting ready for the Victoria's Secret fashion show?
I don't know.
Like what the fuck?
I don't know. Some people. I think it's just that some people are just not good at time management.
Like
so
I get that, but also like I feel like it's kind of an excuse. I feel like they wouldn't be late to have an exam. They wouldn't be late. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What if it's something that's like super important?
Exactly. Yeah. So clearly it's the fact that they think that they're taking advantage of the friendship or the relationship. They're just thinking, oh, they're my friends, so they'll understand. Like it's fine. I get that obviously it's not an exam. It's not, it's not that serious. But if it's chronic and if they're not that apologetic and it's just
But you're right also too, like all of us generally know, like we might have some varying times slightly, but like I know if I really need to be somewhere, I can get up, wake up, be showered and ready to get out of the house within like 25, 30 minutes, right? Like that's rushing, but I definitely can do it. And I'm like, I know that. Like me taking a long time to get ready would probably be like 40, 45 minutes.
Right.
That's the longest. I generally not more than that. So if I know that already and I'm going to an event, like let's say the event starts at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
I'm not going to start getting ready at 6:45 because I know that it's impossible for me to get ready in 15 minutes.
Exactly.
I can't. I mean, I no. You know, like it's just like
really, I can get ready in 15 minutes.
God damn.
Sometimes.
Well, I think 25 is like my like.
Yeah. God damn, you be like me. You be putting on makeup.
Mm-hmm. Be making his face beautiful. But like, you're right. If you know that it takes you, like his girlfriend, like it takes her 2 or 3 hours to get ready, maybe 4 hours. God help us. Start getting ready at 2 p.m. then. Get ready early.
Yeah, I know. I don't understand. And the thing is, like, I get it. Like, I'm not always on time. I'm usually one of those people. I'm one of those people like I'll be like 5-10 minutes late. That's like kind of like my thing. I try not to be, but even then I am apologetic. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like I'm late. Cause I'll text people. I'll be like, I'm sorry. I'm like running 5 minutes late, 10 minutes late. It's not that hard to like, just say, hey, sorry. I'm running a little late.
I think I'm like usually 5 to 10 minutes early.
Oh really? Oh, see, that's the goal, Daniel. God damn. So let's see the comments. Not the asshole. If she wanted to be a team, she should have been a team player and started getting ready earlier. It's a surprise party, so being on time is important. Not to mention, it's the polite thing to do. Nobody likes the asshole who comes walking in with the person who the surprise party was for. Yes, exactly.
That's a really good point, though. She's like throwing on him like, we're a team. You should have waited for me. It's like, well, we're a team. You should have been ready to go when I was ready.
Exactly. She's a double asshole because not only was she being a dick by like not being ready on time,
then she gets
but
mad
then
at
she
him.
fucking exactly.
Like if anything, she should just be like, I'm so sorry. I should have got ready earlier. Like I apologize. Like I missed the surprise. Like it is what it is. But instead she's like, you should have. We are a team. You should have got ready.
Oh my God. Honestly, how are people dating people like this?
You should have waited for me. Yeah, I know.
Someone wrote, not the asshole. So she wanted you to miss the surprise part of the party because she's too slow to prepare. Selfish. Also, it's fine that you told the truth to her parents. It's not like you parade around and told everyone she's late and missed the best part because she's still curling her hair. You just reply to their question. Yeah. Maybe it has a little educative effect on her. I don't know what that means.
And like guaranteed her parents know. Like this is not someone that just like randomly once is not getting ready.
Exactly.
This is someone that's always late for things.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. So like her parents would know. They're like, oh yeah, that's, you know, she's like that. Like she always is like slow. But also you're right. Like I just like, I do think like we do need to be respectful of other people's time.
Yes. And like, I just feel like this isn't, I don't know. It's like I feel like if someone is chronically like this and it's kind of a problem. Yeah. It's like, I feel like we just let shit slide like this.
Yeah.
But I feel like sometimes you gotta be like, you know, excuse me, like, are you disrespecting my time?
Yeah. And actually, you know what? Even I have a couple friends, like I mentioned before, that are like quite often late for things and stuff. But like, they're usually pretty good. Like if I make a rezo somewhere, and I'm like, hey, we have to be at this restaurant for 5 p.m.
Yes.
They'll usually do like what you do. Like they're there at like 5 or 10 minutes after, which is fine. That's totally fine.
That's reasonable. There's a little buffer time, right?
Of course,
like,
either way.
It's not like we're running a fucking military, okay?
You have to be right at 5 or the thing closes.
But there's people that are like, oh, and especially if you're like waiting for someone by yourself and people are like late. Like I've had instances where it's like I'm meeting my friend or something and like it's just us two and they're like 30 plus minutes late and then they're just not apologetic. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like I've
just been sitting here for 30 minutes by myself waiting for you.
Exactly. It's about like just that disrespect. Like I don't know. Anyway.
No, I agree.
On that positive note.
Oh god damn! On that positive note, guys.
So that was another episode of Am I the Asshole? Let us know what you thought of this episode. Maybe we're the assholes.
Yeah, I think we are. We are, Rose. We've already established that.
What was the one where we had the unpopular opinion?
It was with the
the lingerie model girlfriend.
Yes, the lingerie model and the guy that told his coworkers.
Yeah. Let us know, guys. Let us know if you think we're crazy and we're the assholes. I don't know.
We could be. Unpopular opinion.
Unpopular
or
opinion.
actually maybe a popular opinion. People think we're assholes. Guys, if you're watching this video on YouTube, don't forget to hit that subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. Give us some love in the comment section down below, down there. You know, if you're listening on your favorite podcast platform, hit that follow. You get updated as soon as we release the episodes. Also, as Rose mentioned earlier, check out our Patreon page, patreon.com/the SaVeg podcast. There's lots of exclusive content on there. We release an exclusive episode every single month. What else, Rose?
And make sure you join us in Thailand. and or Bali.
Oh, God
Links
damn.
are below, so you can check out the info and book if you want.
And then you can tell us in person what assholes we are. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll talk to you guys next week.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.